This is an inspiring and heartbreaking story of Dr. Sonia Vallabh. Her mother was suffering from a fatal neurodegenerative brain disorder that is called Prion disease. So, prions are the unique and deadly. Unlike bacteria or virus, prions are misfolded protein that can trigger normal protein in the brain into misfold and accumulate. This abnormal pathogenic process cause brain damage and the destructive symptom of prion disease. So let's deep dive into the Sonia story. Sonia's life took a dramatic turn in 2010 when her mother Sonia Vallabh passed away from a rare neurodegenerative disease that is called fatal familial insomnia FFI. This is a type of prion disease, so the company's health decline was heartbreaking. She was just 51 years old and she began experiencing memory loss and cognitive decline. And she was being gradually disconnected from the world with undiagnosed dementia. The diagnosis of her mother came as a shocking news to the family. An autopsy revealed that Sonia's mother's death was caused by a single genetic mutation, that is, tiny typo in her DNA that led to the misfolding of protein in her brain, ultimately causing fatal damage. This shocking news would set Sonia and her husband Eric Minikel on an extraordinary journey that would completely reshape their lives and their careers. In October 2011, Sonia's father, a doctor himself, had to deliver the shocking news to his daughter. The autopsy results confirmed that Sonia's mother had died due to the prion disease, and there was a 50% chances that Sonia had inherited same genetic mutation. You know what happened after that? Despite advice from doctors, genetic counselors, and even some family members to avoid genetic testing, but Sonia was determined to know her status. She believed that the knowing, even if the news was bad, would allow her to adapt and face her future head on. Once Sonia said, quote unquote, what you can adapt to is something that keeps changing shape on you. So Sonia went through the genetic test and the test result came back positive. Sonia carried the same genetic mutation that had claimed her mother's life. And this diagnosis would typically be seen as a death sentence with no cure for the prion disease. However, for Sonia and Eric, it became a call to action. In a remarkable display of love, determination, and scientific curiosity, the couple decided to completely change their trajectory of their life. Sonia, who had just completed her law degree at Harvard, and Eric, who had a master's degree in engineering from the MIT, they made a bold decision to leave their established career and dive headfirst into the world of biomedical research. Their goal was daring, to find a way to prevent prion disease from the ever making Sonia sick. They enrolled in the night classes in biology and chemistry, learning the basics of science they would need to understand prion diseases. Their dedication was unwavering. With Eric also said that, in quote unquote, in biology, if everything you did one day goes wrong and then you figure out why it went wrong, that was a good day. Their effort and passion did not go disregarded. They caught the attention of Professor Eric Lander, a renowned mathematician, genetic and molecular biologist who had started a human genome project. Professor Lander saw the potential in their mission and helped them secure position as a researcher at Broad Institute in Boston. Doctoral students in the lab of Dr. Strout, a Harvard professor of chemistry and chemical biology. After finishing their PhD, they become research scientists and senior group leader at Broad Institute. They led the initiative project to develop preventive drug for the prion disease. Sonia and Eric are fully engaged in the prion disease research. Their work focuses on the understanding how levels of prion protein in spinal fluids change over time in different populations. Those with active prion disease, those like Sonia who carry the mutation but are asymptomatic and healthy control. Their research aimed to establish biomarkers that could use to measure the effectiveness of potential treatments. Based on preliminary result in the mice, Sonia said that, quote unquote, we have a strong evidence that 50% reduction, if we could achieve that, would be the positive protective. The couple journey has not been without its personal challenges. Facing the possibility of a fatal disease, they had to make a difficult decision about their future, including whether to have children. In sad twist of fate, Sonia's diagnosis allowed them to take a preventive action that would not have been possible if her mother was still alive. Through in vitro fertilization and genetic screening, they were able to conceive a child free from the prion mutation. Once she said, quote unquote, if my mom was still alive, we would not know any of this and we would not have had the opportunity to choose to have a mutation negative baby. But sadly, it also means that they never meet my mom. Their work has gained attention and support from the scientific community. Professor Eric Lander, now a colleague and mentor, expressed confidence about their mission. So he said, this is not a pie in the sky. I see a path forward for multiple shots on goal. All you have to do is get one through. So Dr. Lander pointed out that even 15 years ago, solving these puzzles would also appear impossible. However, advances in the human genetics and molecular medicine have brought us to a point where defeating prion disease seems within reach. It's exciting and important, and there is nobody who is more motivated than somebody who is going to be affected by the disease themselves. So Sonia and Eric's story is not just about their personal battle against destructive neurodegenerative disease. It is a proof to the power of love, determination, and the human spirit in the face of seemingly challenging odds. Their work has been potential to not only save Sonia's life but also to contribute significantly to our understanding of prion diseases and potential help countless others affected by this rare but fatal neurodegenerative disease. Their journey also highlights the rapid advancement in the genetic science and personalized medicine. The ability to identify a specific genetic mutation and potentially develop targeted treatments represents a new lead in the medical research. Sonia and Eric's story symbolize the hope that this new era of medicine brings, the possibility that even for the rarest and most destructive diseases, there may be path forward. This couple work extends beyond the laboratory. They have become advocates for the prion disease research and sharing their story to raise awareness and push for the more funding and attention to this rare but devastating group of neurodegenerative diseases. Their honesty about their personal journey has put a human face on often academic world of genetic research. So despite the enormity of their task, Sonia and Eric remains optimistic. Eric believes that they will find a drug in their lifetime, although he acknowledges he won't be immediate. Quote unquote, I am an optimistic that we will get there in our lifetime, but not this year and not next year. So their story also underscored the importance of patient-driven research. As individuals directly affected by the disease which they are studying, so Sonia and Eric bring a unique perspective and unparalleled motivation to their work. This personal connection to their research not only drive them forward but also help them to consider aspects of the disease and potential treatments that others might overlook. As they continue their research, Sonia and Eric are racing against time. While Sonia remains healthy, the specter of FFI prion disease loom over their future. However, they remain focused on their goal, channeling their fear and uncertainty into the productive scientific inquiry. Their journey is a powerful reminder of the impact that individual can have on scientific progress. By refusing to accept their fate passively, Sonia and Eric have potentially changed the course of prion disease research. Their story inspires hope not just for those affected by prion diseases but for anyone facing seemingly unbeatable medical challenges. As the scientific communities continue to unravel the mysteries of human genome and develop more sophisticated tools for genetic manipulation and neurodegenerative disease study, the story like Sonia and Eric may become more common. Their experience point to a future where individuals can take an active role in addressing their genetic predisposition, potentially altering the course of inherited diseases. In the end, the Sonia and Eric story is one of the transforming personal tragedy into hope, not just for themselves but for all those affected by prion diseases. Their unwavering commitment to their cause, their willingness to completely reinvent their lives in the pursuit of cure, and their optimism in the face of daunting odds make their journey truly remarkable. As they continue their work, Sonia and Eric carry with them to memory of calmness and the hope for a future where prion diseases are no longer a death sentence. Their story is far from over, but already it stands as a witness to power of love, science, and human determination in the face of one of the nature's most formidable challengers. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.